Oh! I don't know how this is gonna come off. I don't know where to start. Fuck. This is just something to get off. I'm an INTP. I use that label, not that label, but I'm referencing that and just off the bat, mainly because I read a lot about INTPs and it comes off like these niggas are weird. I feel like I wasn't given the proper, if we all got like a personality type, I think God just kind of looked at me and then looked at this other nigga who was probably like Asian or like some white guy with glasses who was very introverted and went, I'm gonna fuck y'all personalities up. I feel like I should be a lot more confident than I am, and I'm not. I'm a huge fucking nerd, but I'm 6'4" and black, so I was pushing the athletics early, so I hung with the jocks, but they never had conversations that were interesting to me, and I spent most of my time reading or playing video games, which is the life of a normal kid, and I think we're all introverted in a sense, because I feel like this shit is almost like everybody's fucking introverted now. Everybody has anxiety, which, I mean, you can't say that in like a dismissive tone. That's the thing about being this kind of. I've read so much on INTP and it matches so much with me, so I don't think I was given the right personality type. If I could, like, why are INTPs so fucking weird, bro? Why the fuck am I so weird? Like, I shouldn't be this fucking. I shouldn't be this fucking socially since I was a kid, my only way, my second grade teacher told my mom when I was young, straight up out the gate, he's very smart and we actually want to move him ahead of grade. The problem is he's not good socially with the other kids. So we don't really know what to do with them. The only way he makes friendships, the only way I made friendships when I was younger was through competition, meaning I would sit alone by myself with the Game Boy playing Pokemon nonstop. I would bring Yu-Gi-Oh cards and play against myself nonstop. Pokemon cards nonstop. Anybody who I became friends with, I immediately introduced them to Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh. Competition was my way of making friends. A majority of my friends have come through competitive sports. Or just when I first meet somebody, it's always on the court or it's always playing football. If I get to meet you in a competitive atmosphere, you get to see the real me, and we develop a real genuine connection. Because that's when I'm my most honest. Is when I'm in like virile, like fucking, like let's figure out who's better at what. I used to make my mom compete with me Pokemon wise. We used to have her sit down, and she would tell me this, that I would go to her and go, just sit down with me and play the game. She'd be like, Miles, I don't know how to play. I gotta edit that shit out. Fuck. I'm gonna go with Blue. I like the name Blue. Blue, I can't play this. I don't know how to play Pokemon. And I'd be like, just sit here and lose, and you'll learn while you lose in my head. But out, like, expressing that would just be me going, I'll teach you how to play. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm over analytical about everything. I'm slowly realizing that I think I have a love for computer science. Not even that, I haven't even tried computer science enough to really think that I even like it, so I might be wrong right now. But I'm saying that only because I have a project-oriented mind, and I don't do anything. Dog, I procrastinate on everything, and not even just that. Dude, I have so much fucking potential. Right now I should be a D1 athlete. But my confidence is so fucking low. But my self-esteem, I think I'm this, like, I should be this world-renowned, fucking, like, in my head, I have this picture of me being this world-renowned scientist that really cracks the code of imagination. But I have no friends. Shit is weird. Like, I don't have any friends. And the friends that, I'm not reclusive, but I'm very introverted, and it's been like that since I was a kid. And I have few friends, and I put on a facade. And I do it very well. I'm very good at acting and making it come off as though I'm doing a lot better than I am. I loved lying since I was young. I didn't love lying, but I realized that I didn't like people interrupting on what I like to do. So if I could find a way to twist the story or the narrative, in your mind to make you get the fuck away. If I could lie to you effectively. So I used to lie to my mom a lot when I was young. And she used to always go, stop lying. Like, you're always lying. But I wouldn't lie about everything. I would only lie about the deepest emotional things about me. So anything that I really liked, I would try to keep away from her, because I would first feel out how she felt about a subject. So, for instance, she moved me to another school. Dude, why are INTPs so fucking weird? I feel like a fucking weirdo. Like, I'm in college for journalism, and I might get kicked out of fucking LSU. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck cares? But I'm in school for journalism, and I'm realizing that I have a fascination for how the mind works. I'm very interested in flow. I'm very interested in imagination. I'm very interested in meditation, just because of the picture that it allows you to create. I'm interested in creating. I feel like I could be like the best artist, but in order to be the best artist, you have to understand procedural works. You have to understand the steps. Everything is math and art. Shout out Gary V. Shout out Gary Vaynerchuk. Everything's math and art. Shout out to Patrice Oneal. You need to constantly feel like whatever I did is nothing. You need to constantly pull from both sides of the spectrum. Shout out to Bernard Arnault also. I have this Rolodex of people, from Peter Thiel to Elon Musk to Dave Chappelle to Patrice Oneal to Gary Vaynerchuk to Ray Dalio to whoever the fuck. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, their mind. I'm so intrigued by mind state. And I'm not social enough to put myself in positions to actually go out and qualify for a lot of these things, because I don't have a work ethic, because I lack the focus to sit down on my ass and read or study or stay committed to a certain goal. I lack confidence when I get into certain. I played basketball when I was young. I started playing when I was like when I was in 8th grade, not 8 years old. I started kind of late with everybody else. I started in 8th grade. I got really good around 9th grade. Really good. I started playing EYBL, which, for those who don't know, is one of the top AAU leagues in America, basketball wise, which everybody who really plays, a majority of the kids who play EYBL are probably better set to go on D1 scholarships and to play D1 than kids who play AAU for just regular ass teams. I'm so moved by comedy. Basketball, I should have got a D1 scholarship, but I allowed my coach. I gave my confidence to my coach in a weird way. I gave it to him. I just gave it to him. Man, I wanted to leave, but I couldn't muster up the confidence to tell my mom that I can't perform for this guy, because we don't, not even that we don't see eye to eye. From the time I came to this school in 10th grade to the time I left my senior year after I graduated, those 3 years, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, those 3 years that I spent there was a different rotation of players every year, meaning that I would go with 80% of the team left every year because they hated the coach. And I stayed because my mom understood that it was a private school. It was a private school education that propelled me to, if basketball didn't work out, be better set college-wise. But nigga, college is such, I don't even want to say it's bullshit. It's really what you make of it. But you hear guys like Peter Thiel and Elon Musk. You hear people who either went through college or who made it without going to college. Both explain how college is essentially a waste of time. And my issue is, I need college because I need that social atmosphere, because I don't have it. And I need that communication piece, and I don't have it. And I see that INTPs in general lack the communication piece. And why the fuck don't we have it? What is wrong with my brain to the point where I don't have the capacity to hold fucking conversations unless they interest me? What is this? I'm only interested in ideas. I can't sit around with people that I should be like. You don't want to call everybody else stupid, because everybody else is stupid. Everybody else has emotional intelligence, and that's something that I lack. I'm seeing that there's intelligence there that hasn't really been propelled to the heights that it could be, because I haven't tried and I'm lazy. And I also see that that's a big fucking aspect of INTPs. And I also see that I lack the emotional intelligence, because I enjoy my solitude, but I enjoy it to a fault. And I enjoy it at the expense of my development. Dog, I shouldn't be this fucking sorry in life. Like this. Somebody pointed out how Elon Musk is a very is an INTP that isn't lazy. Meaning, what he's doing is something that I feel like I would do. I would try to manage a bunch of businesses at one time. because I have so many ideas for so many different things that I would like to be one of the head honchos on each one. And I could see myself doing something in that aspect for the mind instead, not for global energy and fucking electricity. Fuck all that. I'm more interested in the mind. I really feel like self-awareness is a huge aspect. Meditation is a huge aspect, and I'm seeing its importance in the fact that I can picture myself doing things that I know I have the potential to do, right? Socially, academically, athletically. But I'm not allowing myself to I'm fucking lazy, and I don't push myself in social situations to be myself. I don't know who the fuck I am. For all those fucking horoscope nuts, I'm also a Pisces. I don't know what the fuck that has to do with it. But I was just like, let me just see how deep this shit goes. And I looked into astrology and I realized that it's primarily bullshit. But it's a funny read based on my personality type. Just to read about the traits of a Pisces, not the emotional bullshit aspect, but the mind. Not even the mind. What they're interested in. It's fucking weird. And I'm like, this is so relatable, but I understand that this is bullshit. I have a fucking contrasting mind. I want to pull from two opposite ends of the spectrum. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. INTPs, why the fuck are we so weird? And why can't I drop this weirdness so I can pick up focus and grit and hard working? And I know I can do these things because I've done them. I've entered these flow states where I've done things and I've knocked shit out and I've killed shit, and people are like, wow, he has so much potential. Why is he doing this so inconsistently? Mrs. Blue, we'll call her Mrs. Blue. Mrs. Blue, my mom. He has all this potential. We're sending you emails saying that he's acing these things and then he'll just go fuck it for these things. And it's not making any sense. And he has a great narrative voice, but he hasn't learned to structure it, and he won't take the time out to do it because he wants to do it sometimes when he's interested in the topic, but then he doesn't want to do it. What is this weighing fucking focus? I also looked at the IQ aspect. INTPs with IQ. I keep looking at these things they have the greatest potential for maxing out their IQ. Essentially, they have the greatest potential to have a large IQ or a high IQ because the constant need for information and creating ideas but not acting them out, but allowing them to fixate in your mind, propels you to kind of bring in more and more information, so you're grasping more and more concepts, so you're beginning to see more and more patterns, which is allowing your IQ to build. So it's like INTPs have the greatest propensity to have the highest IQs. And like, what the fuck? Your IQ has the potential to be the highest if you're an INTP. Nigga, fuck, where's the emotional intelligence? Where's the ability to communicate? Why does it feel like I don't know myself? Why does it feel like I'm balancing trying to be what someone wants me to be and trying to be myself at the same time? Why does it feel like everybody's doing that? And why does it feel like it's the confirmation bias in me that's telling me this is something that I'm going through alone, but I know it's not. I know there's a million people dealing with this. What is the fucking issue? Why? Fuck, man, this shit is crazy. Like, I should be way better than I am, potential wise. I was biologically gifted, and I heard Ty Lopez brought this out. I'm not a huge fan of him, but I am a huge fan of his points on reading, his points on learning. Ty Lopez and this other guy that I was watching on Tom Bilyeu's little show on YouTube, and they were talking about how I just need to be myself. I'm bringing up all these concepts and ideas, and my mom told me to be interested, not interesting, for somebody like yourself. The reason you want to be interested is it propels you to work more towards it. When you look to be interesting, you just look for things that are interesting. Fuck, I just need to do. I'm doing what most people do, which is nothing. And I have a bucket, a pool, a well of ideas and things that I'm thinking of tech-wise. Things that I'm thinking of meditation-wise. In terms of neuroscience and computer science and nutrition, and I fucking love sushi and shit, and I love fish and rice, and I love eating healthy, but I'm starting to push myself to go to the gym and work out because I'm seeing that I love the athletic side of me. I was biologically gifted to be a black male in America, meaning, and I don't want to bring the whole racial aspect because everybody, you're race baiting. Fuck you. Let's just get this out the way clear cut. You have to go off your biology. You have to understand who you are and who your ancestors were and who your mom and dad is and what they passed on to you. You think they just passed on looks and fucking whether your hair balls or whether you have strong hair or whether you're fat or you're not. But they also have a lot to deal with your mental state and how you think about things. You're passed on genes from your parents. My dad, I realized, has 151 IQ and has ADHD and told me this last summer. We've only been talking for the past 2 years because, you know, as a black man, it is what it is. You don't grow up with your dad. I mean, black men are the most sexually sought after men in America. Yet simultaneously, this nigga's arguing outside my window because I'm broke. And we live in a neighborhood where my mom is really trying to avidly come out of. He has ADHD and a 151 IQ, and he just told me this within the past 2 years because black men, we're the most sexually sought after by everyone in America. Indian women, white women, Latina women, black women. Every woman wants to fuck a black man at one point. There's a Kanye line where he says, I bet your price go down and you ever fuck a black guy or do anal or do a gangbang. It's kind of funny that's all considered the same thing. I bet your price goes down and you ever fuck a black guy or do anal or do a gangbang. It's kind of funny that's all considered the same thing. See, and I've been in interracial relationships where I understand the older generation aspect. What you have to see is that the civil rights era was like 50 years ago. And I know we all go, oh, that's so long ago. But, nigga, this motherfuckers walking around right now who are 60. So if they're 60, that means they were either not born or within like a 10-year age gap, meaning they were like 10 years or younger during the civil rights era. And they're now the grandparents. They're not even the oldest in society. They're just 60 years old. And they lived at a time where this was still going on. Which means this shit wasn't that long ago. There are people still roaming around that you could talk to who aren't anywhere near dying yet, who have still gone through that same thing. And I say that because niggas want to be, everybody wants to fuck a nigga. Niggas can be, we can fuck anybody. I go to a PWI, a predominantly white institution. Dude, black girls aren't going, oh my God, girl, you fucking Chad. Black girls aren't looking for white dudes. Indian chicks aren't like, oh my God, you're getting with a white guy. Asian women are like Asian women are fucking with white guys. And Mexican dudes are getting fucked with. Everybody gets fucked with, but everybody wants to fuck a black guy. Everybody wants, being black makes you automatically cool, but being cool, like Jordan Peterson brought out. Jordan Peterson had a point where being creative is not normal. We have to kill that right now, and that's the weird thing about being an INTP is the creativity aspect in all of us. Not even all of us, but in a large majority. I go with the 80% rule. If more than 80% of the people in this group do this thing to me perceptually, or from what I've studied, then I have to assume that under this broad context, I'm going to say that you do this. Don't take it as you all do, but take it as most times you do. Most INTPs are creative. Most of them also don't do shit, so it allows you to ruminate over fucking wild creative thoughts all the time without doing anything, because all you're doing is sitting there thinking. Jackass. I'm talking to me. I don't even know what subject I was on. On the concept of INTPs and creativity, Jordan Peterson brought out that being creative wasn't something that was looked highly upon in society, and it's the reason that creatives are having a hard time today. Entrepreneurship is put on such a high pedestal, but what also comes with entrepreneurship is innovation. Innovation is lacking in a lot of these areas. Notice you get Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, you get Uber, you get Lyft, you get Tinder, you get OkCupid, you get the same iterations of the same things, which comes with anything, but the creativity aspect is coming up with something that's novel. Jordan Peterson brought up the fact that it wasn't looked upon as a positive aspect to be creative in just the length of human history, time-wise, because it made you an outlier. See, because the zebra with a red stripe on them, when the zebra's running, when there's a pack of zebras and one has a red stripe on them, and a lion is chasing the zebras, there is no one that it can pinpoint except for the ones that are weak and for the ones that immediately stand out, the red stripe. See, the thing with being an adult is, and being a creative period is, it makes you vulnerable because it makes you an outlier. And you're put, in my perception, I can see that you're an outlier. Being creative is like being a zebra with a red stripe being chased by lions. It's not easy being creative. Look up Jordan Peterson and what he's talking about on creativity. Why are INTP so weird? Why am I so weird? Maybe it's just confirmation bias of me thinking that I'm so special because I'm so fucking weird. And I don't think I'm special, but I'm so fucking weird. INTPs all have to be weird. Maybe we're not all weird, but I read the shit and it seems like we're all weird. Somebody tell me what the fuck is going on. Why are INTPs so weird?